This episode is brought to you by YP Studios, a content hub for all things Our Palette. All content is produced, edited, and directed in part by Culture X Media, and the entire show is curated by the Our Palette Network. Let's buy black the right way.
No, yeah, that was probably my favorite exhibit. Like, literally, like I was saying, when I did my first laugh, I was like, I feel refreshed. Like, walking in.
I feel excited. I feel hopeful. I feel encouraged. Not that I wasn't encouraged by the other exhibits that...
Let's be honest. I think enlightenment and perspective is probably the best I can do. I didn't feel encouraged at all. I just kind of felt traumatized. A lowercase t, right? It's a lowercase t, but like it's still like it's just niggas getting fucked up.
Yeah, and they was talking about the music upstairs as well. But like, yeah, it was more of the tell like the story, and that's important. That's important for the people that either didn't get the education, they didn't read it themselves, or just kind of ignored it because it's not their life. But just being inside of the Afrofuturism, it was, like you said, refreshing and exciting to just like, see how cool you've been talking about astro and tech, like not in the last 50 years, but
yeah,
the 800s.
Literally like the last couple of centuries. Like it's the fact that Benjamin Banneker, WEB, they've been talking about this shit since the 1800s. Like literally, Afrofuturism is not a new concept. This predates Black Panther.
Oh my gosh!
Like what? It literally does. Before the comic was ever invented. Like
I'm trying to find a picture that I took. They had literally called the boys. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the twister. Damn, I did not take the picture. Oh, sure. But they called him a science fiction. Like they were him about for the works that he was doing out.
He had science fiction literature.
Being a sociologist. Yeah. It's more than that. It was like, wow, he had an imagination to free black people. Like, how are we able to free ourselves in a way that everyone's telling him it's impossible?
It literally starts in the mind. So if we can't free our mind and expand our mind into a future version of ourselves, how the fuck can we expect to actually implement that in real life?
His mind said, nah, this, not only are we not doing anything extraordinary, but I'm about to re-show y'all how we about to do it. And that was the best part about it, just getting to see him from a different light and how he really, like, believed in the things that he was writing.
Yeah. My favorite part was the fact that Harriet Tubman has a whole comic book.
Okay, first off, that was fire. I know, that was dope.
And when was that written? Like, a while ago?
Yeah, I think in like early 1900s, late 1800s, like
the whole comic book characters.
She's out here she's doing the impossible.
Yeah.
Freeing people so that they can live their best lives.
Yeah.
People said it was impossible. She said, you know what, I'm gonna have to just show y'all.
Yeah, can you imagine being in the year 1800s, right? And some black woman, or you probably hear tales of some black woman that's some super secret agent that's got this thing. It's called the Underground Railroad, right? And it takes you to these little spots, and it's gonna get you to freedom, somewhere in the north.
A dream. Impossible. Scary. Spooky.
Very scary. No, terrifying.
Spooky.
When all around you, people who are trying to run away, getting their feet cut off, castrated, tongues cut out. And you're like, wait a minute, if it's people who actually made it out this shit, and they're being led by some stranger that I don't even know, her name is Harriet, who's that? Like, I can't imagine. There's no social media, there's no real newspapers, like, it's wild to me. Your imagination truly that's your best bet. That is your best bet, is your imagination and your intuition.
Yeah, this was great. I'm so glad I got to pop in for this to Black Futures, because I want to talk more about our futures. The past is so important. You learn so much from it.
Yeah.
But like taking the past and propelling us into the futures, woo, that's cool.
Yeah, that sociology report actually was pretty, like this one right here.
Right.
The fact that You know, it really gave a glimpse into, honestly, it really hasn't changed much except for maybe the farming is more so just the middle class right now. Because there's probably just as many middle class.
Oh yeah, this reflects the middle class.
Yeah.
And then that again
Yeah.
tells me that, yo, I need to look to my white brothers and sisters
Right.
and be like, y'all need help too? But let's rally together, because looking at this right here,
Yes.
it gave me a different perspective as to, you know, what the other folks was doing in Georgia. This is
in Georgia.
this is an account in Georgia
Yeah.
about what the workforce was doing.
Yeah.
Very, with statistics don't.
And it helps to paint a healthy picture of that all white people are not healthy and wealthy and just living lavish lives. Capitalism actually capitalism is not racist.
Now raise
That's the plot twist. It does not discriminate. So everybody. So when you really think about it, there's people from all races that are under the boot of capitalism. But it's a refreshing perspective though, because when if we're able to truly deconstruct this system, then we're all free. Like legit, like we're actually all free. I like it.
I love it. I'm excited. I will most likely be back before this year airs. That will carve into more prime. This pool is a reflection pool. It's fire. I know y'all can hear the water. It's just vibe down here for real. It's so nice words. The one that I'm going to say, the change is going to come by our dear King, Sam Cooke.
I got you. There's another one on the wall. I'm not going to read that one. There's another one across the wall here. It says, I cherish my own freedom dearly, but I care even more for your freedom. Nelson Mandela.
And you know, we got Prentice, Ellen, Watkins, Harper. I ask no monument, proud and high, to arrest the gaze of the passerby. All that my yearning spirit craves is bury me not in a land of slaves.
It's nice. Yeah, we got some good words in here. And some people that are about to fall in this pool because they're trying to take some. Kids is having fun, yo.
So I love that for them. But yeah, we out here. Gonna enjoy the rest of our time here in DC and check out some cherry blossoms, take some pics.
I'm actually glad the museum is free. I really didn't know that.
All the museums in DC are free, paying up taxes, so they might as well get together.
Oh, man, we got to check that wall again. It's really interesting seeing who donated the most and the least.
Yeah, Michael Jordan only had $1 million. He only had $1 million there. He ain't have it, bro. Shout out Oprah.
Yeah, Oprah.
She said, nah, I think it was 20 mil.
20 mil, yeah.
20 mil with Robert Smith.
Yeah.
They're putting up 20 mil in this base.
Yeah, it's interesting. If y'all ever come here, check out the wall and see who donated the most, see who donated the least. I give you a perspective on where the money is really going.